Jesse Groom here with OpenSourceNDT.com, and in my last video, somebody commented and called me a geek. I prefer the term nerd, but yes, absolutely, I'm a nerd. Since the cat's out of the bag, I figured I'd do the nerdiest video yet. Stay tuned for VR phased array data. So, this software is Slicer 3D. This is an open source medical software. It's meant for things like MRIs and C scans and CT scans and all that other medical stuff. It does have a very robust medical ultrasonic plugin that's how you're able to do things like the optically tracked 3D scanning. I've been putting my data into this software for about 5 years now, and last year I saw that they came out with a VR module. So it's always been on my bucket list to stick my data into VR, and I did it. So this isn't groundbreaking, this isn't earth-shattering, this is not an evaluation technique. It's really the amount of energy you put into this and the amount that you get back out is very low. It's cool. Potentially in the future this could be a training tool, something like that. But yeah, it's nice, it's fun. So yeah, it's interesting. I can move my model around here. This isn't a ton of data I've stuck in here. I tried this a couple times and I was having a lot of troubles with it, so I went down with this lower quality data here. This is, I believe, the same data I used for that 3D PDF thing. But yeah, as you can see here, this line across here, that's the angle cursor for my S-scan. So I take a series of S-scan views and I snip them and then I just place them into place where they go. So yeah, here's my phased array data in 3D in VR. Not very useful. There's not a whole lot you can do here that's particularly better than just sitting in front of a PC screen. This is taking up tons of computer resources. I have 8 gigs of GPU RAM and they're entirely taken up. I'm maxed out on my GPU here. It's neat, it's cool, definitely interesting for something that's just free. But yeah, I can move my model around. It's kind of hard, it depends on where I'm pointing my controller. But yeah, I could walk through my data. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting view. Things aren't perfect, it's a little choppy. Whenever I put the remote in the shot, it gets very choppy. This medical software, they'll do things like this remote won't be a remote, it will be a tool. And this will be a skull, and people will go and poke and prod the skull and, you know, study and train for medical stuff. With phased array, there's not a whole lot you could do here. I guess maybe a tape measure. By the way, in the intro, that tape measure is completely useless. I can't see it in VR. I can only see this remote because it's rendering this remote. But yeah, so pretty fun, interesting little trick. Not particularly useful, but go ahead, I'll have instructions on the website. So click the link below and I'll show you more on how to do this. Alright, thanks guys.